That's awesome. You see, it said something classic just now, going global. And it's easier than you think. I got my products on Jumia. In fact, I'm in the process last week.
Okay.
It doesn't take one day. It's
everywhere.
It's like that. This is Jumia. Then you have, this is Eduaso. Eduaso belongs to a guy called...
Eduaso.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I always miss the pronunciation. But Eduaso, whatever. So he's called Anthony Fesu. It's very easy. Sign in, become a seller. Publish your products. Then you deliver your products to their store. Anytime somebody orders, they will do the delivery for you. And it's global. Eduaso is global. My apologies. Marketplace, right? That's what I mean. So I'll call it the English name. Yeah. Marketplace. This is global. It's owned by Ghanaian. Jumia is global. Jumia is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, right? It's global. Last year, it's global. But all you have to do is register as a seller. Take your product. Once you go through the process. Jumia also has trainings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They show you how to use their platform, and then they certify you. Once they do that, they put your products up. You just take the batch that you want to sell, take it to their store, and leave it there. Once somebody orders, they deliver. When your stock is over, they reconcile with you, and all. That's it. So going global is not some imagination. It's simple, and that's part of technology. Thank you very much to our speakers. So we're going to come back to you with a few questions.
It's Long Range, like my husband said, is a multi-level companies. They deal in household consumers, things that you use every day, without which you won't look good. So now, toothpaste, soaps, creams, and their products are organic. There are no chemicals. They are very effective. I am a user, we are a user. Friends that use it are users. And you can join it as a distributor, or you can join it as a user. But when you join as a user, you get to buy it at a reduced cost in the company. And you can also join it as an investor. I think you have an amount of money you want to invest in join it. Also, their products are very effective, like I said. I use their products. We have friends that use their products. So we have some displayed outside. When you're free, after you go for the lunch break, you can come out, have a look, and I'll tell you more about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so the more you buy, the more we're able to do the program. That's the summary. I just summarized what she said now. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, everybody do www.carisafrica.com on your phone. A quick registration and just click sign up. You can take a look at the site in detail and sign up. What it is for those of you who own businesses, or you are a big person and you want to share, maybe you want to say Happy New Year to all your customers. You can do it in one blast. I'm sure you're familiar with SMS messaging platforms. You can do this by yourself. So basically on the platform, you sign up, you get your account, and you're able to push SMS messages to multiple users at the same time. And if you own a website yourself and you want to do messaging, for example, maybe your website is like my brother's delivery company. He's a powerful person. He owns Vadia, right? Let's say Vadia goes digital, and I make a request. Okay, I want to send this parcel. Typically what happens today is that when somebody wants to deliver something to my house, he calls me like 5 times, even when I'm in a meeting in the office. Okay, so let's go to the questions. I hope I have not forgotten anything. So we're going to, let me bring back Ugonna. In fact, in bringing back Ugonna, yeah. Let's go to the questions. So now, we talked about bots, we talked about digital marketing, and we talked about mobile apps. I'm sure some people wrote questions. Let me see anybody who has a question to ask on what we talked about. Paul has a question, right? Anybody else? Joshua, please be getting ready. You remember, you have a slot, eh? All right, so Paul, please, your question.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Paul, and I'm a
Kenneth, can I see the audience?
Okay, sorry.
And my question is to Mr. Ugonna. And then apart from, okay, should I?
No, it's okay. No, relax. But it's the mic that I was looking for.
Apart from the money that you can get from advertising somebody's product or your own product, what else would you consider to market that particular product?
Okay.
I don't know if maybe a particular advertiser has certain core value, something to use apart from the money.
Okay.
I don't know if, because if it's only money, fine, then you can just say, okay, fine, if it's a good product.
When you say advertiser, are you talking about somebody like Ugonna or are you talking about somebody like Facebook?
Ugonna.
Okay. So do you have any considerations aside from what you're going to earn from the person? Do you understand the question?
Can you repeat? There was not. Can you rephrase it for me?
Okay. The question that he's asking is, if he comes to you asking for you to advertise something for him on social media, what other factors would you consider aside from the money he's going to pay you? Am I correct?
Yes.
Like I said before, I'm happy he brought up the question. Okay. If you look at, there's one of the slides, that slide that has numbers and scale, right? The slide that has numbers and scale, can you open it?
Okay. Numbers and scale. Okay, that's this.
Product and service qualification.
Yeah, product and service qualification. Yes.
Exactly. So first off, if you come to me, I'll first of all understand your requirements. What exactly is the objective you want to achieve? It's part of, I didn't put everything because it's just a slide. If you look at the last part of it, what exactly do your customers want to do? I'll rephrase it. What exactly do you want? Do you want people to purchase online? Do you want your products to be known by people, brand awareness? Do you want somebody to call your business? Do you want somebody to register for an event? Do you want to have authority in whatever business or event you are doing? Right? The first thing I do is to understand your requirement. So when I understand your requirement, we move to the next phase. If your requirement is A, B, C, let's say, for instance, you want somebody to call your office, right? I'll now go and ask you, what is your sales process? You want somebody to call an office and I run an advertising campaign for you and 10 people call you at the same time. Are you able to take it? So I have to also understand your process. Do you have a call center? Do you have people you have trained? Even if it's one person and that person converts your customer side brain, can that person portray your business in the light that you want it to be? So this is actually a process you go through as a good advertising agency. It's customer first. I understand your requirement, and if I also do part of business analysis consulting, right? If they are part of the business that I think is broken, I can actually advise on the next steps to take to be able to make it successful. The end goal of every business, trust me, end goal of every business is to make profits. And there are two types of products. They are either, whatever we are doing here, we are either selling two things, right? We're either selling a product or service. If you take your economies very well, it comes together, product and service. So whatever in life anybody is doing, they are trying to sell. If you're a hospital, you're selling service. If you're a bank, you're selling service. If you're a Makola market, you're selling a product. If you're a company, sometimes you sell product and service. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not all about money. It's about understanding the business requirements, then advising for that. I hope I answered the question.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think it's cool. All right. So, let me ask another question following up from the terms he used. Process and technology. So we've been talking about technology, how to use simple technology for your small business. So I want us, first of all, Richard and then Emma, to try to marry for us the process of my business where it meets the technology that I want to use, which comes first. What are the interrelationships between those two concepts?
I think firstly, to every business, the business comes first before even the technology. Because if you're running a service-based company, the sort of technology you'll be using may be sometimes different from a company that sells commodities. And you might just spoke over here. He's a QuickBooks expert, and you can use QuickBooks for both service and product base. So it depends on the service, depends on the company first. Or you, Mom?
Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to look at which areas you want to really focus on. Is it in productivity? Is it in the finance? Is it in marketing, as Ugonna was saying? If you locate these things, then you can say that, okay, now let me use these technologies to leverage. As I always say, it's about leveraging. So if it's about productivity, and for example, you want to track something, if you're in a transport business, or if you are the delivery, you have a delivery destination, how do I monitor my delivery person in such a way that he doesn't pass somewhere and deliver something and pocket it or do something? So simple way is to have a time tracker on the bike that will be able to track wherever the person is going. So if you get that, what exactly do I want the technology to do for me? That is, you need to answer that question. If you are not able to answer that question, you wouldn't know what exactly you would need to be able to leverage upon. Productivity, financials, as is. So if you want to sell more, if you want to go global, do I want to just go global by using cash? No, it cannot be. Then you need to move into the payment system, mobile payment systems, online payment systems, and all that. So you start small, you go global. If it is marketing, as Ugonna was saying, am I right to be able to use Facebook, to use Instagram, to use Twitter, to use whichever source of areas that I think, based on the level of business that I have gotten to, will help me to be able to, if you know that, that one will really help you to be able to merge those two and technology together to be able to improve on your businesses. I think that's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm trying to get a Joe on the call. Let me see whether I can do that. But like you said, you define your process first. The technology is not going to magically solve all your problems. You need to know, if somebody wants to buy my products, these are the steps they take. For example, if somebody comes to my shop to make their hair, I finish making the hair, I collect their phone number on a piece of paper, I write down how much they paid me. So you're using paper to do that. Then you think, okay, what technology do I use to capture that information? Maybe it's a free app on your phone. To capture that information in a more organized way that meets my process. You don't just say, oh, the new app is out, let's go and do it. Your company may not need a website, am I correct?
Yes.
It depends on your company. Your company may need a Facebook page, right? The people that you're trying to reach are already there on Facebook. So that's what you really need. Your company may not need a bot, or may need a bot, and you need to fashion it in a way that meets your process. So process always comes before technology. Everything is technology. Pen and paper is technology. I said I'm a Nigerian. Pen and paper is technology. It's technology. But we're saying there is a new technology that replaces it. But the point is that you must know your process first before you apply a technology that fits the process. All right, let's give them a round of... Any other questions? I'm sorry.
Adding to what Kenneth said, right now, a lot of businesses are changing. So right now, you go to certain salons and they ask you that you have to book an appointment before you get there. How are you going to book the appointment? So they show you their channel. Okay, maybe do it through Facebook, or we have this channel you have to use to book the appointment to do it. And it's not just that. They're asking you to book the appointment. You see it as, okay, it's just booking of appointment. No, you have become a lifelong customer of the business. Because at any single time, they have all your contacts, every details about, because you put your first name, I put my last name, and that is powerful for the business. Because they can tell that, okay, maybe Madam Akosia, she comes to the shops maybe every 2 weeks on Wednesdays. This is material information for the business. So they know when to advertise to you. And I've also realized that as we are trying to get mobile apps into our business, we should also be thinking about our payment methods. So you go to certain companies and they accept just cash. Guys, mobile money is everywhere today. The wave is here. Let's accept mobile money. Cards, accept cards for payment. Well, you pay some commission to the bank, okay, but the POS system they use to accept your cards, you just go sign up and the bank gives you the POS device. You don't have to pay anything for it. And you just put the Master Visa card accept. You see, it puts your company on a different dimension. You just speak to your bank partner. You actually pay something when people transact on the card, but it's almost free. And I'm sure that we will get there, but let's be aggressive in our getting there. Ima?
No, that's so okay.
All right, thank you very much. So we have, because of our time, we are time conscious, and like I said, the next time we are going to have this program every quarter, the first week of the first month of every quarter. Plan for it and be here by 12:45. It's better to be here early and we close early. We're going to leave this place, but our lunch is scheduled for 3 o'clock. It's not lunch, please. Let me change my language. It is snack. Okay.
Just one opportunity. I mean, since we're all here, we have small businesses, right? And we need to generate some small income somewhere to be able to show up the business, right? So Ken, I want you to go online. Go to, how many of you have heard of Fiverr? How many of you are on Fiverr? 1, 2. F-I-V.
Okay, sorry, I forgot my screen is here. Fiverr. F-I-V-R, right?
V, yeah, E-R-R, yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, Fiverr, freelance, yes. So just some few minutes. It is, and it's like you are in Ghana, but you are serving people everywhere. What skill you have, you can place it up there, and people who need it will contact you, make an order, deliver to them, they pay you, then the company takes some small commission and gives you the rest. Online, it is free. So if you are, go to any whatever skill you have. If you're a social media person, if you're an IT person, if you're a writer, if you are this, if you are that, Ken, you can search anything.
Let me do proofreading. The one that's simple.
Okay, so the distance is too.
Sorry.
Good. So you see, it has go up.
Okay.
817 services available. Just proofreading.
See, you don't have to physically meet anybody to proofread.
Exactly. So we have what we call a gig. A gig is the service you want to render. You need somebody to guide you to put up the gig, how you are offering it, how you can be able to put in some keywords that will elicit people's response. And more importantly, the main page for you should be exciting, should be captivating enough for people to be able to have the click rate throughput, so that when they click, the more. So as many people who order, the more you order, the more you deliver, you get tips, and you also get some income to support your business. I think it's something you can just take a look.
All right, brilliant.
To help you out.
Thank you very much. Please give them a round of applause. We're going to have, one of the things we want to do in this sessions is to promote businesses. So when you fill the form, I'm very sorry, I didn't look through every single question, but I noticed that some people said, I have something to share. So I picked up 2 people. One of them is not here, but Joshua is here. So I'd like to invite Joshua Esando to give us a 1-minute pitch of his business. 1 minute. I've reduced it because of our time. You're welcome, sir. Yes. Hello.
My name is Joshua, and I'm the founder of
Sharks Hive.
Sharks Hive.
Sharks as in sea sharks.
Yeah.
That's SHARKSHIVE. Yes.
Joshua, can you stand back a little? So
Okay.
I see you?
Stand back a little. Yes, this way. That's fine.
Okay, that's
Yep,
fine.
that's fine.
Okay. So, I have 3 questions for you. The first question is, have you ever tried looking for a service? You needed someone to do a service for you, like they would design a logo for you. How difficult was it to find somebody? Did you ask a friend? How did you find the person who designed it for you? Did they come through recommendations? Did they come through a family member? Was it an old time friend you had back in school who now has a business? However you solved that problem, I'm sure it took a lot of time to solve it. But the second question I have for you is, how did you pay the person? Most of the times, these days people can pay through more money. What if you pay the person a part payment and the person disappears? That's also another problem that we have. Now, how do you compare if the person is giving you the best service possible? So the answer is Sharks Hive. We solve all these 3 problems for you. We give you access to people who have the skills. We protect your payment by making sure that if the agreed term before the service was transacted, they didn't occur, the money goes back to you. Apart from the transaction fees, your money goes back to you. Then we also help you to compare all the skilled people that you know. And we do that through our website. So when you go to sharkshive.com, www.sharkshive.com, go to sharkshive.com, you are exposed to a number of skilled personnel. You choose the service that you want. Then you click buy. You type in there how exactly you want your service to look like. Very simple. So for this particular program, we are giving a 10% discount to anybody that's interested. So that if you go to their site today, and after I finish here, because it's just 1 minute, I can't give a discount code here. So after I finish speaking, see, I give a discount code. You can use to try any of our services.
Okay.
Any of our services. And also, if you also have a skill you want to sell online, you can also do it on our site. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to move along. So he's wearing a white shirt and thick glasses. So if you don't recognize him, I've just described him to you. You can meet him up and try this out. This is very interesting. This is very interesting to me particularly because we tried something like this before with Benedict, one of our guys. So it's very interesting. And that means if you have a skill you want to sell too, you can also join, right? As a skills provider. So thank you very much. Now,